Hey, what's going on? This is your boy, KQKC Boxing, throwing down on another video. Now, this is a touchy situation. Some might hit home, some might don't give a shit. But the Human Rights Organization in Saudi Arabia and abroad has a problem with Anthony Joshua comments that he made in Saudi Arabia. Now, we all know that Anthony Joshua fans, countrymen, and all the other above and more have been through a lot of turmoil in their lives, just like here in America. Now, one particular problem they had was religious beliefs, homosexuality beliefs, and they are scared to come to see the fight. They have reservations about the fight. See, you have to understand, President number 44 have said, now, what 45 has done, I don't know. And, really, I don't care. But President 44 said Saudi Arabia is a very, very risky place to travel. Now, if I was Andy Ruiz, contract or no contract, because I heard what a couple of channels said, if you sign the contract, you have to honor it. Yes, you do. But in circumstances like from the president of these United States, Eddie Hearn will never win in court because no judge will override the president when it comes to safety. The president said that if you do go to Saudi Arabia, travel at your own risk because it's a hostile. Do you hear me? This is a hostile place to be. 97% of the country is the faith of Islam. And we all know what happens when you're not of the Islam faith, the Muslim faith. You will be persecuted. So, as I go on with my commentary, Anthony Joshua asked the question about homosexuality, for one. For a simple reason is that, number one, homosexuality is punishable by death in Saudi Arabia. That's right. If you get caught engaged in any kind of sexual homosexuality, even holding hands with your boyfriend, like President 44 would say, it doesn't matter who you love. It doesn't matter where you go to show that love. It don't matter how you look. It don't matter how your skin color is. You are a citizen. You are a human being. And it's time for not only the United States, Canada, London, it's time for the other countries to recognize it. If we recognize and we accept the Muslim faith here in the United States, we should, and I mean we should, get the same respect back. But no, we have someone named Anthony Joshua, a great fighter, a great flunky. That's what it is. He's a flunky. He does whatever Eddie Hearn says. He's a big kid. He's a nice kid. He's an influence kid. See, sometimes in life, when you reach a certain age, you have to speak up for yourself. Right is right and wrong is wrong. Now, let me tell you this. This is a definition of stupidity. The state, quality, or fact of being fucking stupid. And he is. First of all, Anthony Joshua is stupid for even resigning with Matchroom Boxing. He's stupid to keep the same team around him. Yes, that same team that said, if you don't win this rematch, then your career is over with. No, it's not. You had many have 4 or 5 losses, like Esther Landalori. Is this a career over with? No, he just won a belt. Don't let them hoodwink you. Time for you to speak up, Mr. Joshua. It's time for you to really be a man. Many in your country, do you understand? They are scared. They are scared to even come see you fight. And you have the nerve to say that all you want to do is focus on returning those belts. No, that's the worst and minimal of the problems that Saudi Arabia face. Death is over and overrides goddamn sanctioned belts that we really don't need. Get it together, my brother, or you gonna find yourself written in the history books as the most and biggest Uncle Tom they ever seen. Now, I know I took up more time than I normally do with my commentary, but I thought about it, and I'm still thinking about it, and I will be talking about it on my live stream today, because I don't like the answer he gave. And I'm going to read the answer he gave. That's Anthony Joshua. Now, was he going on the top of his head, which is not a good idea because he's not a smart man? Or was he going about Eddie Hearn and what he say? Because, see, I still say this to my subscribers, to my viewers, to my new subscribers. Eddie Hearn, president of Matchroom Boxing, representative of the Zone app, which is failing. Listen, he's up to something. Anytime a person is willing to go all the way across the desert, all the way away from home with both fighters, and when you bring in a black fighter, when you bring in a Mexican-American fighter, there's going to be problems. There's going to be controversy. Why put yourself through that? Why? Unless, hear me, hear KQ, unless the money in the pockets are satisfied. Now, that's my commentary. I know it's 8 minutes long, but this is a serious subject. And I want you to expound on this, because this is not right. Now, British superstar Anthony Joshua, he's taking a lot of heat, for the comments that he made. And this was during an interview with BBC Sports. When he was questioned, now listen to this. When he was questioned over Saudi Arabia human rights record towards homosexuality, Joshua rematch with IBF, IBO, that blows, WBA, and WBO, top ranked, paid and bought for belt, and heavyweight champion Andy Ruiz is taking place in Saudi Arabia on December 7th. Now, the decision to stage that fight in Saudi Arabia has created a rift among public opinion, which rightfully so. We know what type of country that is. We know you have to wear bed sheets over your head. We know your laundry bill probably is high as hell. We know what type of state of mind that is. And one thing about it, I don't like Eddie Hearn disrespecting my president. My president, number 44. Now, sure, Donald Trump is my president also, but it was Barack Obama who put this in place. It was Barack Obama that said travel at your own risk, because your life can be in danger, and most likely it will be in danger. Now, I'm not no political pundit, but I'm not no fool either. I am from Chicago, the south side of Chicago, the same place that our President 44 is from. I have done community service work with him. I have volunteered to do work with him. I have met Barack Obama. My father has sat down in meetings with Barack Obama. All the prominent black men in the country and in the city of Chicago had met with him. Ever since he became a community organizer, which John McCain and Sarah Palin joked about. But he rose. He rose with the speech. Yes, it was a speech of humility, discord, but it was a speech that needed to be heard. We heard his acceptance speech with Ann Nix, a woman who hasn't voted in years, and the first time she was able to vote, she voted for a black man. Rights in history like this cannot be rewritten. And when Anthony Joshua looks, or his grandkid looks at the history books, he will be in the same position that he is now. Oh no, for you AJ lovers, you cannot compare him to Muhammad Ali. What Muhammad Ali did, he stood up for his rights. He stood up for an unjust war, in my opinion. He stood up to let everyone know that, hey, I haven't been called names. I haven't been called racist names from Vietnam. I've been called racist names right here in America. So, with that decision to the stage, that fight in Saudi Arabia has created a rift. And yes, I don't blame them. I don't blame the human rights organization for stepping in. Now, during the BBC interview, Joshua was put on the spot. It's not on the spot. It ain't that hard to answer a simple, precise question. It was mentioned that homosexuals can receive the death penalty in Saudi Arabia. And some of his comments have created a stir on social media. See, because some of Joshua fans, due to their citizenship, due to their religion, and due to their sexual preference, as I mentioned once before, are either unable to attend or they're scared to attend. You know what this motherfucker said? There are certain policies that are in place in countries. There are certain policies we just have to abide by. No, we don't. We can change those policies. We can get together, stick together, and change those policies. How you think change became? How you think Roe versus Wade became? Brown on Brown came. The Civil Rights Act became. They marched. They talked about it. They exploded the right and wrong way. So, don't give us this shit. There are certain policies, yes, that's in place, but that doesn't make them right. It makes them actually not wrong, but fucked up. I'm sorry, but I have to tell you this. I have to be about this. If I didn't, I wouldn't be a great creator. I won't be on my way to be a success. I won't be on my way in giving you straight answer. Have I ever lied to you? And I ain't gonna start today. Now, there are certain policies, like he said, that's in place. But the policies that's in place are hurting, let's say, the little man or the man that is different. Every man is not the same. You got some men that are attracted to other men because that's the way they are. They didn't choose to be that way. You got some other men that love two women at the same time. They weren't born that way, but they like it that way. Time for you to step up, Mr. Joshua. It's time for you to grow up, Mr. Joshua. It's time for you to be your own man, Mr. Joshua. It's time for you to get a new surrounding team. I don't care how long and when your trainer was with you in the Olympics. Sometimes change comes in many forms. Change comes in many directions. So you hear me? I want you to hear me. Now, the two-headed snake, the one that lives in a man's body but have a 13-year-old brain, that's stupidity. The state, equality, or fact of being fucking stupid. That's the definition. See, Joshua admits that he found himself in a tough spot. What's so tough about it, Anthony? Speak your mind. You know this shit is wrong. You know that if you from Jamaica, you know what's being treated in Jamaica. You know what's going on in Jamaica, Cape Town. You know what's going on. Don't be stupid. Don't be naive. Don't sell out. Don't sit there and let someone like Eddie Hearn, the snake, flash money in front of your face to make you change your mind. Speak up, young brother. You got more respect by speaking up, young brother, than you do by tearing down the walls that so many prominent black men has built. Lamont Hill, lawyer. Jesse Jackson, out of circulation because he has MS. Barack Obama, who still is helping the Democratic Party for equal rights. Should I go on? Should I go on? So, W.E. Du Bois, we all know who he is. We all know the schools, colleges, and everything else that's named after him. We know what he's done before us. We knew what Dr. King did in front of us. See, that's why Anthony Joshua. Now, yes, if you win the belts back, hooray, hurrah. Now, you really going to be selling out then. Why? Because you're going to be listening to Eddie Hearn keep the belts away from your formidable opponent, Deontay Wilder. Because you know, once you get in the ring with him, it's night-night for your ass. But I'm going to tell you this. I learned this and I seen this. When you have what I call an Uncle Tom, that's right. That's what Anthony Joshua is. I will say whatever you want, boss. As long as I get my money, boss. It is what it is, people. I'm sorry. I noticed the video and I'm going long. But this is important. This is something to mull over. This is something to speak about. He's talking about he found himself in a tough situation. What's so tough about speaking your mind and how the country laws are wrong. Yes, you can. You can go into another country and say, hey, the hell with y'all. But you took your cue from Eddie Hearn. Because if you would have said that, they would have called it off. And in the same time, probably beheaded a few people at the same time. I'm sorry, but KQ, KC had to make this video. I'm sorry, but KQ, KC have to give you what you want. I told you from the get-go, if you're going to subscribe to me, you better subscribe at your own risk. Yes, you can take that ride with me. Take that ride to the in and outs of boxing. And today, we on the outs of boxing. We have the former heavyweight champion, Anthony Joshua, who rather followed the wicked, the devil. For what? For what? $4? $5? So, with that, I'm going to move on just on one more subject. Now, AJ said, I feel like in this situation, I'm damned if I do, and I'm damned if I don't. A certain thing I can't win for. I feel less. No, I'm sorry. He said, I feel like I stand in the middle. And I feel like boxing just trying to open up the barriers for boxing, traveling, and seeing, Joshua said. See, he believes that no matter where he goes, he's opening doors for his people to travel to see different parts of the world. But it don't work that way, Anthony. Sure, they can do that and come over to America. There's a lot of history in America. Wake up and smell the coffee. Because the coffee is brewing. And so are you. I'm KQ. KC Boxing. If you like the video or the content of this video, feel free to subscribe. And ring that icon bell. You will, and I promise you, you will today get notified with each and every step I make. Now, I do come on Monday through Friday on my weekly show at 12:30 p.m. Central Time. I come on right after Fanad International Boxing, my big brother, even though I'm older, and my host of OG Boxing. Just a little food for thought. Don't say anything to Fanad about what I'm about to say. But his ass is grass, and I am the lawnmower come this Sunday on OG Boxing. I held back long enough, and y'all know me. I'm comfortable on my own motherfucking channel. But I'm finna take this energy, stamina to his ass. Ha! So, once again, KQKC, 12:30 Central Time, Monday through Friday. And that's 10 o'clock. I'm sorry. Let me go back. That's 12:30 p.m. 10 o'clock, don't know where the fuck that came from. But anyway, it's 12:30 p.m. Central Time. Come on, right after Fanad International Boxing. Yes, we are sister stations. But I'm going to tell you that I will get to the bottom of this. I've been trying my people. But one thing I did know and did find out, Eddie Hearn is getting paid a substantial amount to have that fight over here. Yes, over here. Now, this is food for thought too. I don't trust the Muslim faith. Oh, you just being a racist toward it. No, I am not. Keep this in mind. I don't tell people this a lot. I studied real hard the Nation of Islam. That's why I speak Arabic. I studied right here in Chicago on 73rd and Stony Island. It's the headquarters of Louis Farrakhan. It's called the Mosque Maran. That's the mosque where you can go there or you go to any other temples and pray your 5 times a day. Facing not west, not south, not north, but east. Now, a lot of people don't understand. Muslims have 2 holidays. Ramadan and one just passed about a month ago. It is what it is, people. So one thing you can say about KQKC, he brought it to you again. Honest and always 100. I keep it 100. And I'm not going to let no one tear that down. No one. Now, as I close, give a shout out to Fanon International Boxing. Give a shout out to 78 Sports, Black Fight Fan, Trill Boxing Talk. Give a fight out all to the LDBC. But I'm going to tell you, Mr. Joshua. Oh, I'm going to tell you. I'm not going to have a foot on your neck. I'm going to have a feet on your neck. Because you need to get your mind straight. You need to sit down and talk to your history. Find out your history. And with that, KQKC, I love my subscribers. I physically love my subscribers. Why? Because I feel at home with you all. I feel that we have a certain chemistry. I feel that we can talk. You can comment. You can say whatever you want. We can agree to disagree. And that, my people, is what I'm talking about. Human rights. A man should not be able to be judged of who he loves. A man should not be judged of who he married that's not of the Muslim faith. A man should not be judged about the way him and his wife dress walking down the street. A man should be able to be his own man, do his own thing. I'm KQ, KC Boxing. If you haven't subscribed, oh baby, you better do it now. Right now. But let me tell you this before you do it. Subscribe, and subscribe at your own motherfucking risk. You know why? You know why? Because I'm going to tell you like it is. I'm not going to tell you what you want to hear. I'm not going to sit up here and talk about the good things and how he was a friend, he followed this and that. That's fine. That's for the family to do. Well, I knew him. I knew his habits. I knew things his family didn't know. So, like I say, stay out those streets, young brothers. Stay out those streets. Because it can get you killed. And the one that do it is the one that's closest to you. So with that, I'm out of here. And you know what? I'm on to the next project. If it don't get out in time, then I will see you at 12:30. And that's PM. And that's Central Time. Peace. And definitely LDBC love. I'm out of here.